Alright, so the other day, matter of fact, it was not the other day, it was yesterday. Yesterday, I'm sitting on my illustrious couch over there, petting my beautiful dog Salt, and I'm watching FS1, and this happened.
Can you hear me? I got you. This is your favorite uncle. What's going on, bro? Man, nothing much. About to go meet up with my brother. What's happening with you? Man, look, you want to go to the Cowboys, Julio, or you want to stay in Atlanta? Oh, man, nah, I'm out of there, man. He's out of there. Are you going to... Ideally, where would you like to go? Right now, I want to win. Okay. Well, don't go to Dallas. If you ain't winning in Dallas, Julio. Man, listen, come on, man. You already know I know. Okay.
Can you remind us
Now, first and foremost, Cowboys. Y'all, listen, every time y'all get played, it brings joy into my heart because of what y'all did in the draft. The more important part of this, obviously, is another point. There was no possible way Julio knew he was on live TV. I know, I saw the whole clip yesterday, so I know that Unc told him that. By the way, salute to Shannon Sharp. No disrespect, you're an OG legend. I look up to you in this media shit. I want to be where you're at one day. Legend of the football. For you, the greatest tight end in all of football. What the fuck am I talking about? You the greatest tight end in all of football, in my opinion. That being said, though, there was no possible way that Julio knew that he was on national TV. He thought he was just kicking it with OG. You know what I mean? There was no way. There was no way he knew. That don't negate the fact that now Falcons have to trade him. So what are we gonna do? We're gonna talk about where he's going, of course. Of course, we're gonna talk about where he's going. And don't you worry about it, cause we're not even cutting. We're getting straight into it. And y'all know what team I'm gonna say because I say this every time a big star comes available because they love snatching up big stars when they get into free agency. Whenever there's a little bit of issue, they swoop right in. And especially receivers. Y'all know what I'm gonna say. Julio Jones will go to the New England Patriots. Out of all the teams that can afford him, what would be the best situation? It's the New England Patriots. If he goes to the New England Patriots, I'm going to let you know right now. They're going to be like my second or third pick to go to the Super Bowl. I ain't going to lie to you. I ain't even going to lie to you. Now, let me get into my reasoning as to why. One, first of all, I'm big on investing in your future. These teams that don't spend money and think they can win Super Bowls without spending a dime, this, that, and the third, you're hustling backwards. You got to spend bread to make bread. And a lot of y'all ain't spending bread. And Patriots are. I know the cap is going down and all that. Y'all got to listen. That's why y'all general managers get paid the way y'all do. Y'all got to figure it out. And a lot of y'all not doing your job well. That being said, though, Bill Belichick is. This year, the Patriots have spent $159.6 million in guaranteed dollars in the first 9 days of free agency, giving their roster an extreme boost. Them boys are good. On the defense, they've added, first of all, I only gotta say one name. Matthew Judon to their defense.
It's a play fake. Minshew in trouble. Down he goes.
They stole Matthew Judon away from a conference, right? Division conference, yeah, a conference foe, a threat in the conference. They stole one of their best defensive pieces and put it on theirs. Not only that, I don't really know who's blocking him in the AFC East. He is going to be a problem on that team. That being said, though, he's not the only person they've picked. He's not the only person they've paid this season. Before I go into the offense, I think with the additions, aside of Matthew Judon, they also go back. I am off today. I'm really not good. The defense is going to be a top 10 defense, undoubtedly. Easily, they're going to be a top 10 defense. Honestly, if I'm really pushing it, in my honest opinion, they're going to be a top 5 defense easily this year. They've gotten people back from COVID. They've gone crazy in free agency. They've gotten players back to help them back in the past. They're going to be lethal. Pray for the AFC East, including the Bills. Yes, pray for them. That being said, the offense has gotten markedly better. They've gotten exponentially better. That being said, they have gotten Hunter Henry, Kendrick Bourne, and Nelson Aguilar. Just to name a few. They also got a new corner, a new tackle. Corner. I told you I'm off today. They got a new center, a new tackle. They are going to look a lot different this year. Say what you want about Nelson Aguilar. This is not Nelson Aguilar from the Eagles. This is Nelson Aguilar that just played in Oakland. That was put on a show. Y'all can say what y'all want. The Eagles poisoned him. That's another team. Every time, listen, I want the Eagles. The only person I want on the Eagles to succeed is my boy. Y'all know, Jalen. Yeah. Other than that, I hope you'll lose every game. I'll be honest with you. Now, one of the biggest reasons why I think the Patriots are one of the best options for him is that because of their quarterback. Y'all can say what y'all want. Cameron Newton is one of the best quarterbacks in the pick of these teams that can afford him. He is still one of the best quarterbacks. I don't know I don't exactly know what it entails to be a football expert, but we kind of need to reassess how we go about that. Because the way y'all are talking down on Cam Newton and the way y'all have boosted somebody who has never played on an NBA field before over Cam Newton and Mac Jones, I'll be honest with you, I don't know what y'all talking about. I really don't know. Last year, he was hurt. He had COVID. He was on the new team. He got on the team like 2 weeks before. I know it wasn't 2 weeks, obviously. He did not have a full season at all. And for y'all to write Cam off this way, it's stupid, to be honest with you. Cam Newton is going to be an absolute issue this year. He's going to be an issue without Julio. So you're telling me if you add Julio to that, another true number one, because in my opinion, Nelson Aguilar is definitely a number one. You add another true number one to that mix, you give him Nelson Aguilar. They have like two starting caliber tight ends, and Hunter Henry and the other tight end they picked up this season. You got Nelson Aguilar, him, and Julio. Problems. They got James White back. The running game is going to be healthy, and not to mention, like another thing y'all forgot. Josh McDaniels is still the offensive coordinator. Bill Belichick is still the head coach. Y'all's long-term memory is horrible. Why do y'all think Bill Belichick is not him? Y'all must have forgot. And he is going to remind y'all this season. That being said, Julio, you said later in that clip, you said you want to go somewhere where you're going to win. You, at least, at the minimum, you're going to win the division if you go to New England. Y'all are going to give... Let me not say that yet. The Chiefs going to have problems with y'all, though, if you go to New England. I'll be honest with you. Julio, if I was a representative, I'd be banging on the table for New England. I would. Yeah, I don't know what New England's assets are exactly. I don't know if they have the draft capital. After that interview, after that impromptu interview, I don't think they're going to get a number one from them. They may be looking at some 2s and 3s, but a number one, that's tough. So that being said, I definitely think that the Patriots can come with the capital. I think they could definitely come away with Julio Jones to become one of the best teams in the league. First honorable mentions, we have the Colts. They got a lot of weapons over there. They got a lot of promise over there. First, they got T.Y. Hilton. They got Taylor. Taylor can run through a wall. Honestly, ain't many running backs better than Taylor. He's good. Jonathan Taylor is really, really good. And I know you football purists get all... For all my Madden heads, yo, Madden is a horrible game. But if you need a running back in MUT, 95 overall Jonathan Taylor is a problem. He's a problem. I'll be bullying people with him. Just a nice little tidbit. But back on track. Julio, he gives them a nice cherry on top. He gives them the ability to go, okay, Chiefs, let's play. we're gonna give you competition. You have to compete against us for real. Same thing with the Patriots. Same thing with the Browns. All those contending teams, they're gonna have to respect the Colts without Julio. With Julio, they might put a little fear in their heart, and that's what you need. That being said, let me get another positive out before I go negative. Their defense is amazing too. That's going to be another top 10 defense for sure. They're fast, they fly around, they create turnovers. I like their defense a lot. I like their whole team a lot, honestly. I got them as a playoff team. Definitely a contender. I don't know if they're Super Bowl contenders, because I don't know if they can get on the field with Kansas, but they're definitely a very, very good team without Julio. Now, let me get into the negative. It looks like Carson Wentz is going to be the starting quarterback, and I hate to go here. I really hate to go here, but there's a demographic of quarterback that I feel, this is my humble opinion, there's a demographic of quarterback that I feel like y'all overhype, and they have this one thing about them that's all the same. I can't really put my finger on it, like what makes them all alike and what reminds me of all of why they remind me of each other.
Castaways, we are castaways.
But they're extremely overrated. I'll be honest with you. They haven't really proven much. Their play is not up to par, and I think they get bailed out by their defense and other offensive weapons a lot. Carson Wentz is one of them. I haven't seen much from him. I know he had an MVP caliber year. That's the third. That whole team was amazing. That team was amazing. This is coming from a Giants fan, so you know, if I'm admitting that an Eagles team is good, they're amazing. My battery is about to die. Yes, but back to Carson. He fits in that demographic that I think suck and y'all overhype, but it is what it is. I'ma shut up. I think that adding Julio to that mix masks all of that. We see it with, y'all say that Ryan Tannehill is in that discussion. I don't think so, but Derrick Henry definitely masks whatever issues that Ryan Tannehill has. Ryan Tannehill doesn't get any criticism, but you know, y'all say he sucks, but you know, I'm gonna shut up. Point being, Julio definitely takes a lot of pressure off of Carson, especially his first year, especially all the mental stuff that he's going through, all the expectations, everything like that. He makes his job a lot easier, and that's ultimately what a head coach and offensive coordinator's mindset should be for a quarterback. If you don't have an all-time great quarterback, let's make his job as easy as possible. Julio definitely does that, and he adds another layer to their offense just like anybody else. Second team, 49ers. I have a lot of the same things to say about them as the Colts. It's actually probably word for word. I want to state this a little bit more though. San Francisco's receiving core is nasty. They're physical, they block, they hit. They are dogs. And Julio is a dog himself. We have seen multiple times Julio is a football player to the core. Like beyond receiver, if he had to play defense, if he were to divert into defense, he could definitely play defense too. He's one of those. Don't play with him. I get that vibe from the 49ers offensive room, and adding him into, I don't know if he would come in and be the leader. I mean, I feel like a lot of receivers in the league have a lot of respect for him, so he might come in and be the leader. If you add him to that receiving core, that's going to be scary. You know what I'm saying? DBs, they talk a lot, but they're going to be scared. And that's definitely going to be a nice addition to be able to compete against the rest of that NFC. What is that? The NFC West? It has to be the West. If that's the South, then it has to be the West. That whole division is scary. And there's some nice corners. There's some like secondaries in that division. Having a receiver core like that definitely gives you some heart. That being said, though, let me go to another positive. That defense is disgusting. It's going to be a top 10. It's going to be a top 5 defense this year. They're going to be back for real in a major way. I don't know if they're going to have, it doesn't seem like they're going to have Sherm back, but they'll definitely make up for it. That defensive line is scary. Y'all know Nick Bosa, Confederate boy. He is going to be He's probably going to lead the league in sacks. He's going to be back all the way, leading the charge. Again, my criticism, y'all have overhyped Jimmy Garoppolo to a nauseating level. Not that Jimmy Garoppolo is a bad quarterback. That defense carried. Y'all like to credit the Super Bowl to getting to the Super Bowl to Jimmy and everything. Definitely respect. You know, you got to be a good quarterback to get there. But that defense, they did a lot of lifting, a lot of heavy lifting. I'll put it to you this way, right? A lot of the criticism towards Eli Manning is that the defenses carried him to both Super Bowls, and he just made lucky plays along the way. That being said, if you feel that way, Jimmy Garoppolo is not a good quarterback, because you have seen one Super Bowl run where the defense carried him and the running game carried him to a Super Bowl. They didn't win it. They didn't win it like Eli and them. They got to the Super Bowl. And shit happened, you know what I'm saying? They ran into him. Yeah. That being said, though, again, you add Julio into that mix. It masks a lot of issues. It masks a lot of overratedness and bad play and bad decisions and bad throws too. With somebody with that catch radius, you can be 10 yards off. He's still going to catch the ball. That being said, though, if Trey Lance has to go in, that could also be a good thing if you have Julio there. He makes it a lot easier for a young quarterback who's trying to learn the ropes and everything. I think Trey Lance will be amazing if he sits. Don't know if he starts this year, though. Julio definitely takes away some of my concerns for Trey Lance starting this year, though. That being said, this is all my humble opinion. Y'all don't give a fuck what I'm talking about. Y'all probably not even watching right now. But we're going to keep going, though. My final good destination. This is not even an honor. Matter of fact, I'll still call this an honorable mention. The Titans. The defense is good. We know that. Offense is great because of Derrick Henry. That's my one concern, though. And the fact that y'all say the same things that I say about the criticisms about Carson Wentz and all them. Y'all have them criticisms about Ryan Tannehill. I'll accept it. But I don't know how much Julio is going to get used in that offense because of Derrick Henry's use. Derrick Henry has a high usage rate. Derrick Henry can honestly run the ball every play if he wanted to, and they would still win. So I don't know how much they need Julio, and I don't know if they're willing to take on $16 million worth of cap space for somebody who is not going to be the centerpiece of their offense. That's just kind of where my thought process is. My notes are done. Just going on the top of my head, I've heard the Rams being... I don't know how the Rams would even afford it, but I've heard the Rams name. There's no way they have the cap space for it. I'll be honest with you. They were just talking about they don't have the money. Don't tell me the Rams they don't have the money. Now, they could make the money. I don't think the Rams have the money, though. It would be a nice centerpiece. Again, that division is very tough. Chargers are another good one. They have a lot of receivers, though. They have a lot of receivers, so I don't know Rams if you need it. Rams, Chargers, same stadium though. Chargers, I don't know if you need them, but I mean it can't hurt, honestly. That being said, though, y'all know my pick. Patriots, please make this happen so y'all could shut a lot of people up this year, just not us. If y'all see us in the Super Bowl, we about that action. We're gonna put it on y'all. Y'all know we not making the Super Bowl. Let me shut the fuck up. I'll be honest with you. I don't know if this is a good video or not. It's getting posted because I need to be more active and stuff like that. So that being said, I love y'all. I might be back with another video later today. This is already too long. It's supposed to be...
Ahoy there, ahoy.